Hey everyone, it's Carlos from the CI team, and this is how I overproduce at Decor.
So a perfect example of my overproduction is when I hoard onto material that people have requested in case I need more. I get a lot of requests for holders like this, and I make them in bulk. I batch them, and now these have been sitting on my desk for over a month. Things like this for notepads, someone requests and I make an extra just in case something happens to it. Just in case. That's the big thing with my overproduction. I have extra whiteboard laminate that I didn't want to throw away because I take that, I take fabric adhesive and I put it on these 1/4-inch pieces in case someone asks for a whiteboard. And this is all just in case. That is where my overproduction comes from, and it ends up being very evident in the inventory on my desk.
I think overproduction means that you're producing more work than is necessarily needed. And not only that, that's pretty simple, but it's the beginning of where our wastes come from. Oftentimes we will load more than they need there because a machine breaks. We will keep loading at our normal speed and then they'll come tell us that a machine is broken or something. So we'll have 4 carts sitting here and we don't need them. So we could have used those carts for stain work and we could have brought more to the other department. So that's quite often what happens for our overproduction. But another thing that we deal with is our buffer. See, right now we don't have a lot of pieces to load, but you can see all our rollers are basically full. So yeah, it's not the right work. And I don't want to point fingers, but it's just how it comes in, right? We have to have the doors, veneers, and the parts ready to load at the same time so we can load them all into the booth at once and we don't have the boneyard filling up and things like that.
For me, that would be abundance of stock, sitting here and waiting for stuff.
Perfect.
Like here, we've got a bunch of doors of cabinets that have not come down. We have way more doors here than what we need for the jobs that we're building. We are missing the doors for the jobs that we do need to build.
So when we say how overproduction is the worst waste because it leads to all the other ones, would you say being in assembly, you see that firsthand the most?
Absolutely. It's where everybody's stock room.
Because so far you've said waiting, you've said motion, like can't find, so that means to me that someone's not using their talents. So you see it every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we've got inventory everywhere.
I ordered all this Kaizen foam for a project that was requested and it's still sitting here. There's more sitting over there. Overproduction. And we see it all around. I mean, even the tape here. How long has this tape been sitting here? We have to keep an inventory. Is it the right amount? I don't know. It's been overproduced, so now it's sitting in inventory. You have overproduced and you're storing it somewhere. Automatically it's creating inventory. Wherever you see inventory, that's a clue that there's been overproduction happening. We sure do. We did make a change a number of months ago in the drawer loop where we're producing more, our production of drawers is more tied to what we need to synchronize it. So instead of going by schedule, we're tying it to what's coming out of finishing, and that has greatly reduced the amount of drawers. We still have, I would say, still overproduction. We still have too much. We have a lot sitting around, but that has really energized assembly into seeing what kind of wastes are around them, because now they have the opportunity, with less inventory, they have the opportunity to make their area better in many other ways. I think it's been an inspiration for them, and they just keep going. They got momentum.